What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Eli's Corner. Today, we're going to start off a new channel by being a little controversial. And we're going to talk about what are the best races of women to date. Now, I'm going to be selectively racist today. And we're only going to talk about Hispanic women, white women, or black women. So if you're Asian or Indian or from Uzbekistan or something like that, sorry, this ain't for you. This racism isn't towards you. This racism is towards just the basic races. This video's getting bad already. All right. So like I said, we're going to do white women, Hispanic women, black women. And we're going to judge this with 6 different categories. We're going to talk about which race looks the best. I know y'all can't wait to hear what I got to say. We're going to talk about personality. We're going to talk about likeliness to cheat. We're going to talk about how they will treat you. We're going to talk about their drive as far as like going towards a career or their goals. And we're going to talk about cooking and cleaning. Now look, before y'all start jumping to the comments and start coming for me, first of all, I'm very aware that I chose to make this video when I'm looking my absolute worst. And it looks like a cake batter mixer went into my mouth and kind of just someone turned that bitch on. So I'm in no way coming for nobody. This is just a video for entertainment purposes. So we're going to do this in a ranking system. First place gets 3 points. Second place gets 2 points. Third place gets 1 point. Okay. I came from New York City, so I'm from a very diverse area. So I'm very aware that this does not apply to all people. So when I make the comment and you be like, well, I know such and such that does this and that and the third. Okay, good for them. I'm not talking about them. So everything's kind of close, but I'm just ranking. So if you end up being last, that doesn't mean you don't do it or you don't see it. It just means, in my opinion, this is what I'm seeing last or first or in the middle. Okay? So none of this is being disrespectful. None of this is saying one is bad. This is just saying, I think this does a little bit more than this. I think this does a little bit more than that. Anyway, that being said, let's get started. First thing we're going to talk about, looks. So, as far as looks, the way we're going to decipher this is not, hey, is this race ugly? No, because that's not what I'm trying to do here. How often are you going to see them at their best? You know, what we call Sunday best. You going out of your way to look your absolute best. How often are you going to see that in your relationship? How often are you going to see that when they're going out? How often are they trying to do that at work or wherever? That's what I'm talking about. So it's not necessarily none of these races look good. It's just how often are they really going to be trying to look good? And how often are they, like, I just want to be comfortable, which is cool. All right, we'll go white. For everything, we're going to go white, black, Hispanic, okay? All right, so we're going to start with the white woman. White women, from my experience, are like, what you see is what you get. So if they look pretty good at work, they're probably going to look kind of like that at home. They're probably going to look like that when they go out. Like, it's kind of like what you see is what you get. Now, obviously, most women are going to dress up a little bit more when they go out. They're going to like put on a little bit more makeup. They're going to do a little bit more things. But for the most part, it's going to be around the same tier of what it looks like to you as the partner. Hispanic women, I just feel like they just try to look good all the time. Like they're gonna go out with the tightest clothes, most cleavage. They're gonna wear the most booty shorts. Like they're gonna just try to look good at all times. From my experience, just wherever they go, they're gonna try to look good. They probably have some stuff in their purse to make sure they look good. They're just gonna keep that up. Again, not saying no other races do that. I'm just saying from what I've seen, I'm just comparing and contrasting. I've seen this more in this group with black women. Black women, they will go above and beyond and look fantastic. They're the type of people that can literally transform. They can transform into a whole different person if they want to. They got all the talent, skills in the world to look absolutely impeccable. Nails done, outfit done, hair done, edges done, everything. But it's going to take them like 15 hours to do it. And you going to have to be dealing with that. So I'm going to put the black women in last place only because if you're the partner, you going everywhere late. You late to every, you got to travel. You going on a trip. You late to the damn departure. You're late to going out. You're going out a whole 2 hours later, and all that work that they put in, you ain't seeing that at home. You gonna see the bonnet. You gonna see the curl. The little you gonna see everything but all that because they ain't doing all that every day. And I don't blame them. Like if I was in that position, I wouldn't be doing all that all the time either. Very, very capable of looking impeccable, but you're probably not going to see that all the time. Now, black women in their natural beauty is still beautiful. I think that for all races. I think women are just naturally beautiful. I'm saying and I'm comparing this to their absolute best and them trying their absolute best, I'm going to rank it like this. I'm going to say the Hispanic women are at the top, white women in the middle, black women at the bottom. Not because one race looks better than the other, but I'm going to say as far as effort and how often you're going to see that effort, that's the ranking I'm going to do. Our next category is going to be personality. So personality, the way I'm judging that is, how are they going to make you feel in the relationship? What personality benefits and detractors are you going to see? Are you going to, are you going to be laughing? Are you going to be angry? Are you going to be arguing? What is the most likely thing you're going to see in a relationship with this race? So the white woman. The white woman, personality-wise, is you're going to get a different personality with every white woman. I mean, it's just they usually have like things that they really enjoy, that they're passionate about. I mean, just like humans in general. It's really going to be dependent on the individual person. And that goes for all the races, but I feel like with white, it really just depends on who you get. You could get a very vanilla white woman who's just going to be into like art and music you don't listen to, and like y'all just got nothing in common. Or you can get the white woman that's just into everything and can talk about everything. It's kind of like a roulette. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. Black women, they gonna keep you laughing. They gonna be like your homie. You know what I mean? They gonna be like your best friend. Now y'all might have arguments like homies too. Y'all might, get into it a little bit. But she's gonna have you laughing like no one has ever made you laugh. She's gonna be your ride or die. She's gonna be there for you through the hard times, through the good times. She'll judge you, but she knows she got her own shit to judge. So, like, she's really gonna be that person that you really like them a lot because how they make you feel, or rather, you like them because of their personality. You're really gonna be like, yo, I really rock with this person. So I feel like now, you gonna get the attitude, you gonna get everything straight up, but they're always gonna be real with you. They're not gonna like tell you something just to make you feel good. They're gonna tell you something you need to hear. And I feel like white women, they're gonna say something that's just gonna make the moment continue to be okay. Like they're gonna worry more about the environment and keeping everything good for everybody instead of being real with you despite the consequences. You know what I'm saying? And Hispanic women, kind of the same thing with the black women. They're gonna keep you laughing, they're gonna keep you entertained. But I feel like from my experience, I feel like Hispanic women, they get bored. They get bored easily. They're all in with their personality at first. They're all in with everything, and then that dies quick. They're not long term. They're not ride or die. They're like, I'm ride or die right now, but later I might be ride or die for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm gonna go ahead and give the black 3. I'm gonna say white. This is hard, man. This is harder than I thought it was gonna be. I'm gonna say black 3 for sure, and I'm gonna say 2 for the white folk and 1 for the Hispanics for that one. All right, the next category is, this is probably my favorite one, who is most likely to cheat on you? Now this one is my favorite because I got a lot of things to say about this. Not that I've been cheating on by everybody, I have a lot of opinions on this, okay? Who's most likely to cheat? Let's think about it. I don't know how diverse you are or how many groups of people you've been around, especially if you're a brother, but one thing I noticed, when I go to an area with a bunch of black folks, if they don't know you, they're not talking to you. Go to a bunch of black women, they don't know you, they're gonna pretend like you don't exist. Like they're gonna look everywhere but your direction. Like they don't know you, they got no business with you, they have no reason to look at you. Like that's just what I've noticed about black women. They don't care about your existence unless they know you. Hispanic women are kind of like that unless you like pique their interest. Then they might start like bullying you, making fun of you a little bit. You know what I'm saying, to get to know you. But kind of similar to the black folks, but a little bit less. And then white women, they the friendliest motherfuckers ever. They're the friendliest motherfuckers. I went to so many places and like just white women coming to you like, hey, everything okay? You know, do you need anything? Can I get you this? Can I do that? You know what I'm saying? It's just, they're really trying to make you feel comfortable, which is a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. But, but the reason why I'm going to put white women last in this one is because I don't want my girl to be so friendly. I don't want you making another man comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you making another man feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you talking to him about his life and his 3 dogs? Like, I don't know you. Y'all just met today. It was, man, I went to work one day, and there was this white girl, and I'd never been to this place in my life. And she came to me, and 4 or 5 hours in, we're like best friends. Like, this girl is like cool as hell. You know what I'm saying? And she wasn't trying to get with me or nothing like that. But like, we were cool. Like, we were talking like we were friends for years. And I'm like, man, if this is my girl, I don't want you. I don't want to gotta be feeling like they best friends with you after like a day. So I'm gonna say, y'all white women, y'all most likely to cheat. Y'all a little too friendly and too easy to be manipulated by these men out here. Black women, they don't talk to you. They don't. It's like they're allergic to talking to people. They don't talk to nobody. And Hispanics, some say, is in between. So black women, you get a 3. White women, you get a 1. Hispanic women, you get a 2. All right. How they act in an argument. There you go. How they act in an argument. White women are going to want to communicate. They're going to want to talk about therapy, counseling, all the healthy adult grown-up stuff. That's what white women are going to do, okay? They're going to be the one that's going to have a peaceful conversation with you. They're going to try their best to understand your feelings and you understand theirs. You know what I'm saying? Which is great. So I'm going to give them a 3 because that's what you should do. Now, the other 2 could be tied for last. Honestly. They really could be tied for last. But you know what? I'm going to give the middle position to the black people because black people, they don't necessarily care about your feelings. They're going to be real, but they're going to ride for you at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, you're going to get to that place that you was going to get with the white woman. You're going to get there eventually. Now, you're going to have to go through some hoops. You're going to have to go through some, 3 years ago you did this, but eventually you're going to get there. Spanish women, they going to try to stab you and they're going to break your things. That's just it. They're going to stab you. If you do anything, they are going to try to stab you or chase you or throw something at you. This I do have experience. Yeah, they crazy. You do not want to piss a Spanish girl off. Last. Y'all get last. My bad, y'all. I wrote this on a post-it note. So, new channel, though. Drive towards their career. Now, this one's a good one. And this one, I feel like some of y'all going to come yelling at me in the damn comments. Now, look. Like I said, I grew up in New York City. I am well aware that there is successful people of all kinds everywhere. So that's why I'm simply saying, from what I've seen, this is the way I'm going to, the order I'm going to put it in. So that means all these people are capable of being successful. All these people have drive. All these races have drive. But from what I've seen, this is the order in which the drive I've seen is. White woman at the top. At the top. White women always want to have a career. They always want to have a plan. And then they do it. And now that can also be because, you know, you have generational wealth or you have the resources to be able to do that, stuff like that. But we're not talking about all that today. Okay? But the white women, they have a career growing up and they go do it more often. They just do. So that's why you're going to go, you go to a lawyer, you go to a doctor, you go to wherever you want to go to, bank, whatever career, you're going to see white women. You're going to see a lot of them. So they're going to be obviously at the top. Now, the other 2, I'm going to say in second place. If I'm going to any of these major careers and I'm looking at the diversity, I'm going to see more black people than Hispanic people. And it's unfortunate. But, yeah, I don't see enough Hispanic people in higher positions. I just don't. Like, think about it. Do you? Just don't see it. Now, that can be a variety of reasons and a variety of things that cause that, and we're well aware of that. And you can talk about that in the comments. But, unfortunately, I don't see enough Hispanic people in higher positions or achieving career goals. Now, I know many Hispanic people that have. So, before you come say, well, my aunt. Okay, we get it. I know people that have. I literally am friends with, my best friend is Hispanic and their mom is a lawyer. So, like, I'm aware that they exist. All I'm saying is unfortunately, I don't see it enough. So I'm going to say 1 for Hispanic, 2 for black, and 3 for white. And then the last one we're going to do is cooking and cleaning. Who cooks the best? Who cleans the best? Hispanics got that down. They got that down. They're going to make a freaking restaurant quality meal and the house is going to smell like Fabuloso. Like, I mean, you want your house cooked, your house clean, your house cooked. Your house clean and food cooked, go to a Hispanic person's house. Now, the last 2 is actually really close because white women, I probably give the edge to cleaning, depending on the household, because I know my mama and I know a lot of black women are big on cleaning their house or getting their kids to clean the house. But I know I've been to some immaculate white homes as well, and vice versa. I've been to some bad white homes and bad black homes. But I'll give the slight edge to the cleaning aspect of it to the white woman, but the cooking aspect of it, the black women blow the white woman out the water. So because of that, I'm gonna say white is last here and black is second. So Hispanic first, black second, white first. Now if I did my math on those correctly, giving 3 points to first place and 1 point to last place, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the black woman wins. So shout out my black queens, y'all win, y'all the best people to date. But all these were separated by 1 point each. So it was all so close. So before y'all come at me, all these were separated by 1 point each. So that means everybody has a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But shout out my black queens. If y'all want to see another video and y'all want to see a girl rip us men to shreds, let me know in the comments. But until next one, peace.